Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky and L.T. Smith Stadium. This is the Conference USA opener for both of these teams. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky and L.T. Smith Stadium. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Hilltoppers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air on first down. Complete out left to Wilson.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Makes it past the marker. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Trying to run, it's Hicks. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And after getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And the field goal unit is on the field. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Not a chance. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They Makes the grab. It's Graves.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance.
Could be an alley. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Allen. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. He's up to 51 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Allen. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Graves. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time,
got a little grass. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
it was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through.
Snags it, and there's running room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Blue Hens want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Allen. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's now up to 66 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Delaware. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He tries to take the top off. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the San Jose State Spartans. And it's USC looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hilltoppers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The run inside. It's Allen. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
The Hilltoppers are facing 3rd and inches. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense in a split backfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll take it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Running inside. It's Silver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Jumped on top of the pile.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a decent gain there.
Damn, my mic been muted this whole time.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchison. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Why I got this goofy hat on? Hilltop Nation, baby.
Rolling. Holds and fires complete to the right. Looking for room at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense.
Hilltop Nation,
find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Thrust that arm out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go.
Here's a little room there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on.
Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do. Gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. 1st down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He was looking for running room, and they get him down to the 28, and now they are set up. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Run inside. It's Allen. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
On the ground with the counter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Allen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not.
Might have been dumb there.
Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. That pass is incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pumps it downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Touchdown, Topper. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Well, this has been a defensive war, and you're just
Hilltop Nation, Steve-O, if he's still in here.
But how about the defense coming away with a big pick 6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Just a huge stop by their defense, and now there's a little work to do if they're going to try to pull this one out late. Running inside, it's Silver. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Wilson has it over the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Allen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves him. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Third and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Glenn. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
On the snap, it's Hicks. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, They need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure, and I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent.
Open field on the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes a catch. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Got his man.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Hilltoppers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And this one is perfect. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Let's get it, Hilltop Nation, baby. Hilltop Nation. Played very sloppy there. Not proud of my offensive performance or defensive performance. Played very sloppy. Let's get it.